Oh, no. No. I don't think we've got a connection. Hello? The stream's okay, so it's not my end. Hello? If you can hear me, I can't hear you. Hello, hello?
I can hear you fine. I can
Ah,
hear you fine. I
beautiful.
think
Okay.
it's when it was giving me a heart attack.
Hang on.
So I was like in the upcoming matches, and I was trying to show with the camera and the like how the games went last time, pointing at them. Didn't like that, so I'm gonna.
Hang on, let me just try and get you to a
Cool,
volume.
Ryan. How did you get on yesterday?
So my team, they started off doing draws. So they went 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. They lost the first round and won the second round in all three of the first matches. And then it went a little bit wrong, and they went 2-0-2s. But what my team was doing yesterday was using the matches to sort of try a few different things out. They took a lot of different comps. The battleship player went through a lot of the different ships they could play, try and find out what they're comfortable with. It's my battleship player, by the way, is Cammy. You might remember Cammy from Wargaming. Cammy Samurai.
Yeah. Well, we have our map list, by the way. It just got posted.
Oh, cool, nice. What's the deal?
Estuary is map number 1, and my team is Bravo. And Estuary, I reckon the map. And then we're playing on Trap. Oh, I was on the train yesterday, coming back, watching the team play, and they did a monumental throw. Just because they charged a destroyer, a Moskva, and they didn't know there was like other stuff around.
Oh, do you,
I was
do you
just
know
like,
what?
no.
I know exactly which play you're referring to, because the player in the Moskva is one of my viewers, and I very much enjoyed watching him explode. I hope he doesn't mind me keep referring to it, but that was the highlight of my day yesterday. Sorry, Hangman.
Training battle, and the host is the Polish.
Okay, give me a second.
There it is.
Question in my chat about the camo drops and stuff. So the streamers will be doing their giveaways however they do them. My personal way of doing it is to do like a flash giveaway really quickly between the matches. But different channels will be doing it differently, so you're just going to have to ask in each channel. But here, it's just going to be a flash giveaway. I don't know what Fara's doing. How are you gonna do giveaways?
It's whatever Stormwind does.
Yeah,
She's in
exactly.
charge of the
Okay,
stuff
there we
in
go.
chat.
Delegation.
Yeah, I turn up every 3-4 months, and I set the thing up again, and then I cast, and everyone's like, "Who the hell's Fara?" And I'm like, "Oh, don't ask. Let's just continue
We have
on."
to. No, people still remember. But we do have to for the newer people. We do have to do the. Oh, in the beginning times.
Yes, in the Old Testament,
The
once
old
upon a
days.
time,
Yes.
there were
In the
RTS
old days,
carriers,
there were
and
Bismarcks.
I like to blow people up.
Briefly.
I got it.
Right, I am in the training room. Is this the Farazelleth that was an RTS CV god? Yes, it is. It is indeed.
Oh wow!
Wow, Farah, your connection is really awful. I'm really struggling to understand. Do we have the rights to drop the bitrate on this channel? Yeah, it just sounds like like a bitrate issue.
No, it'll be the computer. It'll be processing on my laptop.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. First there was Farah, then there was Wows. You're not wrong. Yes, Farah was one of the people that I watched before I became a content creator. When I started playing the game, it's like, who are all these people? Ooh,
That's in the days when I had zero obligations, and I just streamed for 8 hours of blowing people up with the
wasn't it
characters.
nice?
It was fun, and I'm sadistic.
I've gone the opposite. I've gone the opposite direction
Prime,
though.
So,
I've gone the opposite
Twitch,
direction.
whatever.
The best thing about Team... Well, so the funny thing, I was about to say that Templar. So the best thing about Team League is Fara being confused and then me having to explain to Fara what a certain ship is. The problem with that is I've not been able to do that for the last 2 years because I don't know what the new ships are either. So we're both in this together. What the hell's that thing?
And I'm just tweaking your audio, sorry, because
Is it okay?
There you go, bumped you up. No, it's fine. Stormer will tell me otherwise. Yes, I mean, the end of the day, ships can change, capabilities can change, and all that type of thing. But the core mechanics of any like FPS kind of gameplay, oh not FPS, but like any kind of ship combat in the map is the same. It's all about positioning consumables and supporting fire. Like for example, you might have 2 destroyers going for a capture point, and the enemy team might have 2 destroyers going for the capture point. But has your tactics, has your gameplay means that you have 7 other people, arbitrarily speaking, that can shoot when you spot the enemy ship, and then on the other team, do they have no one backing them up? Because it's the volume of firepower that you can lay onto a target when you see them for that split second. And then it's that snowball effect. Once the enemy destroyers lost half their health, and your destroyer's in full health, well now it becomes down to a gun duel, even with national differences, you're still going to win it. And that means you can muscle in on points, get a little point lead, take the initiative, and force the enemy team to be more aggressive, which in turn typically is more negative.
Exactly. Yeah, you're totally right.
It's the same thing time and time again.
There is something interesting, so we might see this in this match. So there's a new line of destroyers. I don't know if they were out. Yeah, they were out last time we did this, but maybe you wouldn't have seen one. So there's some European destroyers that have very, very short duration radar, but it's 9 kilometers. And so it's like a flash of vision, and mainly, obviously, that's for the destroyer themselves because of the little render,
like
the 6-second render delay. 9 kilometers, yeah. But it's go on.
So when the black got released, and this is going back a while, it was also 9 kilometers, but it was American radar duration. And then they nerfed everything. They nerfed everything down to 7.5 kilometers. Yeah, because it was like to get the black originally before Steel came around, you had to be like a total scumbag and have ranked 1 like 7 times in a row.
Right. Okay, I see. I remember it having.
That's why it was really rare.
Right. I remember it having a reputation as being really exclusive. I didn't know why. That's interesting.
It's the same with the flint, but it was more than the flint, and then it came with the special camo and stuff. But it's the fact that you can smoke radar, and then if an enemy destroyer is like 5.7 kilometers, they can't escape, and it's instant radar, instant detectability, and instant transmission to all other ships, and then they have like 4 kilometers to escape.
Yeah. So with the Gdansk now, we have.
So that's why it was so deadly. Yeah.
Right. So we have that, but nowhere near like that, because it's a very short duration radar. There's a 6-second window where it's only the ship that's doing the radaring. Because that's a radar mechanic now, and so it's basically one volley. Right? It's one volley basically.
Yeah. You suspect you know where they are, or you know that they're in a smoke ahead of you, and you just say, "Get your guns ready. I'm about to pop it." That type of communication and arrangement.
Yep.
I can see that working really well.
Yeah, it's a very, it definitely rewards, especially in a tournament like this where some of the players are less experienced, it definitely rewards good calling, because if you can say to your less experienced players, we're about to radar this destroyer, make sure your guns are on target, which is something that probably you wouldn't have to say in a regular, team.
Well, in a regular game, you just YOLO. It's like you'd be very selfish, you do whatever you want to do.
Spotted, radaring.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way with carriers currently. I've said this before, I think last time, but like the I say new, but most recent American aircraft carrier line, I quite like playing that in ranked because it has support gameplay. You can drop smokes. You can do, assistance line. The fighter planes are actually much larger and more encompassing to prevent bombing things. That type of hybrid support carrier where you can defend your team and then go bomb, that's my playstyle. And then the fact you can do that now is more interesting, but otherwise, carrier gameplay is still very, very, very selfish. Just go bomb the enemy ships.
Are you aware of the changes that may or may not be coming this year? The
vaguely looked at it, and I saw it, and I said the rework. And until we get to the rework where we go back to RTS, I'll just watch from a distance.
Yeah.
Or we could have. Can we please have World of Warships Classic? Do you think that could happen?
I mean, it's a fashion at the moment for re-releasing everything.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Right.
If World of Warships was like a paid game, that would have happened already, I think.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
What do you think your battleship is?
Bungo. No, Vermont. Vermont.
We were doing Ohio.
Kremlin.
Okay.
Okay, I was wrong.
We were doing a lot of Ohio last time. Ohio! Oh, I need to change my scene to the match.
Yeah, don't forget the teams are backwards to what they would be.
Bravo is me. Yes, right, it's Bravo.
You are Bravo.
With my gay ship. No, it's a gay carrier, sorry. I had Stormwind. I generated a picture and then it was not really good and I said, Stormwind, can you paint this ship for me? And she did a really good job
Can
of
you
making
make
the
this
logo.
gay? So
Yeah, right. And then superstructure a bit more gay. Okay. Kremlin. Okay.
Kremlin,
Ooh,
yeah. So
you went
we
with single destroyer and a Yu-Yang at that.
Yeah, so I have no idea what my team's going to do today because they tried out a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, and I don't know what they liked. So some of this is not a surprise. I'm expecting them to be using the double Marseille,
Ooh.
but the single Yu Yang, I don't know. So we've got Kremlin, San Martin, Mosfar, Petro, Marseille, Marseille, Yu Yang.
And the Yu-Yang has his own radar, but no smoke.
Yes, correct. They have to choose.
But right?
Yu Yang, that line, that branch has had a buff recently where they also get a reload booster for their massive amounts of deep water torpedoes that they didn't need. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're really, really dangerous to the battleships and the cruisers.
This same. So when I was watching these games yesterday in the train, I noticed this was the repeating technique for Pride, was to send double destroyer onto Alpha and contest the the contesting one, the one that's not like a home capture. Send the double cruiser to Charlie, and then have the Ohio sit somewhere in the center line where he moves up to like Foxtrot 5 or 6, and he can shoot like kind of left and right.
We'll just ignore the T-boning that's currently happening in my spawn. Mondo, are you okay?
The Mossford Kremlin.
Yep.
This is how.
Are you stuck?
This is how more cruisers are made.
Oh no. Are they? Oh no! I think they've. There's that.
Takes.
There's that like plating section where you can get your nose stuck. Oh no. Okay, they're free. They're free.
Well,
they're free.
That's going to delay.
It is.
One thing is that because you guys are going for Bravo, we might get Bravo and Alpha and Charlie. This being Pride, and I noticed you guys aren't running any Dutch cruisers, but we are with the Utrecht.
Yes.
Like that annoying bombing thing.
We tried it, I think, in one match yesterday, and I just got the feeling that the team wasn't particularly a fan of doing that. So.
We were on this game yesterday, and I was watching one of our destroyers on the north side of A, and he was just kind of going forwards and backwards, like the scene from Austin Powers where he was trapped. But every time he moved forwards and backwards, he was playing dodgeball, dodging the Utrecht trying to bomb him. It was so good.
So you can definitely do it if you. It's more difficult in randoms because everyone uses their ASW bombs, and the symbol on the map is the same, and so it's very difficult to react to that instinctively. But if you know that there's one of those bombing you, the drop time is quite long, and so if you're in something like a Des Moines particularly, you can move out of the way.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so Pride takes a lead because I guess you call it destroyer advantage, and we go for the contesting cap. Are you going to make a power play towards Charlie? Because that kind of looks like what you're going to do.
Well, I don't see how we're going to get A, so I think we're going to have to. That is going to be the move. We do have the double Marseilles. Marseille is obviously very, very fast. And the Martin will be able to kite, but the Mosfar will be kind of stuck on the island.
Can you remind me what the observer camera controls are? Is it 1, 2, and 3?
If you want to isolate the teams, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Just bear in mind that
because that's something that wasn't happening yesterday. I wanted to see.
Just bear in mind that once the torpedoes are spotted, they stay spotted.
Okay. So double Utrecht, who missed on your Petra. I was just curious what the visibility was, because when will Pride find out what they're up against? Because right now,
this happened yesterday.
I think they saw.
I think if you've got a double Marseille on the enemy team and you don't know where they are, and they haven't turned up on one flank, chances are, I think it's really funny that the Marseilles are catching the Yang up. Okay, so Ponce and the Yu Yang is going to throw torps towards the corner with Mosfar on it. Don't forget they have a reload booster, so they can do that again.
So dead. Yeah, but Steelhawk is so dead because the point is, as soon as the Marseilles get around the corner, I mean, the Sun Martin's about to spot them. If I go into our viewpoint, we can see the first Marseille, which means we must be able to see the second one. But the fact is, the Mosfar's going to get beat on by the two cruisers, and he's got nowhere to retreat to. The Sun Martin might back him up, I guess. But
So
the battleship on our side is slightly out of position.
yeah,
Was he
so
going to get
Tyler
AP shots
Tyler
again?
just fired, so now both the Marseilles are visible.
Yep.
So
Yep.
San Martin, I don't know. Are you aware of the Pan American cruises? Probably not. So I can explain if you like.
It's the isn't that where they get so many hits and they have an ability to do the cooldown or something?
Yes, exactly that. So basically, they need to charge up their F
Yeah, I
key.
know something.
You did know something. I'm impressed. So what it does is it gives them cooldown on all their
So you
consumables. But
can
obviously,
time that with the
yep,
heal, right?
yep, exactly. So you can get two pretty good heals back to back, essentially.
Oh, your pushed armored player in the Marseille. He's chomping a couple of hits here because
Yeah.
I guess our Ohio has good shots on you as well.
So the problem that Prayer is having is that the San Martin has very sensibly kept going south, and so it's creating this 90-degree angle between the San Martin and the Moskva, and that is horrible.
And because the Ahaya gets shots on him and then both cruisers and he's got nowhere to run and he's basically lit up by the Moskva and then the radar can be there when necessary. I don't see him surviving. And now he's broadside no matter what he does because, like you said, 90-degree angle. Well, he's still there. And then how much health is the Moskva going to take because the torps are coming in on him?
I think personally he should have kept going forwards and put the island on his left side. Because at least then he wouldn't have the San Martin, you know?
Oh, and the Utrecht has come over and the double destroyers are pulling over as well, leaving just the Petra to defend A.
Hopes on the Moskva, no doing, I don't think.
Miss. Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so Marcy's trying to... I want to say not die, but he's very broadside.
Yeah.
Okay, so first blood, but you probably will get the Moskva just because the Yu Yang is going to keep chipping into him and your Tyler is going to keep chipping into him as well.
So Marseille...
but the Heil moved up.
Yeah, and Tyler's had to back off to reduce the angle because obviously Tyler is now being shot at. And that is going to restrict our ability to do anything.
I don't think I have the correct mod to show the cooldown on abilities. Do you know when
the did you install the res mods?
I think I did.
If you hold hold the Alt key.
I can see all the radar circles and I can see the subsystems on the guns.
Can you see the consumables above the ship?
I don't. It's fine.
Okay, you're missing something.
Moskva went down anyway. Yeah, I'm missing something's fine. So can the Marseille be punished now? Oh, the destroyer on your Kremlin, point blank range.
So, okay, so Cassard is really interesting. So it has very high damage torpedoes at short range. As demonstrated.
Sorry, that was amazing.
So do you remember, Farah, do you remember when Kleber and Mogador were introduced in testing? And they had this concept. Before they were gunboats, they were torp boats during testing. That's what the Cassard is, essentially. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that was reintroduced.
That was very visually impressive. And the thing is, you are pushing now on A because you feel like you probably have to do something, but Petra is just kind of chipping a little bit in the Martin, so it's risky. I feel like your Moskva, I'm not saying he's out of position, but like, you know, you're not really doing much at A, and then your Tyler, where he is basically caught in a crossfire. He's fighting a one-on-one duel. Is he going to get a torp? He does eat a torp. So, and with the battleship gone from your, from your battleship now gone, our guy Blitzen, he doesn't really have to worry about that kind of, impending doom of AP shots from a BB.
Yeah, and Cassard
I don't think you're going to win this.
No, because Cassard can also go around the back as well. The only little saving grace here is that because your Ohio has had to have guns on the right-hand side of their ship, they can't deal with the Moskva and the San Martin if they decide to push the Petro immediately. But now that everything on the other side is gone.
So, like, how do you tie the game out? It's a minute to go. Do you even need to push? And I get the feeling you don't.
You don't.
Right? Because, you have to get into A. Petra's going to keep shooting at you. It might stall the timer a little bit, but you'll suffer health. The Ohio can turn the guns on and shoot the San Martin as soon as he goes into A, right?
So, yeah. Is Cassard going to push the Yu Yang when he spots him? Hang on. There we go. They've spotted each other.
Can he smoke? Radar's already been used by the Yu Yang.
Yeah.
Because he's helpful.
So neither of them have a smoke.
Oh, but the supporting fire on the Yu Yang though from our team, because the Gdansk, the battleship,
the Ohio secondaries as well is super accurate.
Yeah. And then you need 19 seconds. So really, the Petra should have gone around the corner. Just I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. This
I
is
think
just very
also
risky
the
gameplay.
San Martin and the Moskva need to be pushing that Petro as well, because they need to be in that cap already.
Yeah, because
Swaps out
often in
from
this gameplay,
Cassette.
it's not. It's not like a last second thing. It's like a last 45-second thing.
Exactly.
You have to do it, at that point.
What was the old Omni thing? If it's 800, was it Omni? Like 800 points, you got to be doing something, or 850.
Something like that. Yeah, it's like you have to. You can't leave it to the last second. You have to. It's the last 2 minutes. You already mechanically have to put things in play, so that by the time you get there, it happens.
I've always thought about it as if you get to 850 on the enemy team, if you're not already executing the plan to stop that loss, you've already lost. Because it needs time to build up.
Now we're going on to Trap and your team Alpha.
Yeah,
I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, we had mixed fortunes on Trap yesterday. It's a really interesting map. I like the triangle layout of these caps that we've got on these maps. It makes it really, really interesting, because then you have the tactical decision of, do you do what your team did with the 2 destroyers? Do you try and grab and contest that contested cap, or do you do the home cap push? I really like that tactical decision, because both you proactively have to choose which one you're going to do, but you also need to prepare for what the enemy team is likely to do. And I quite like that.
And then like, you can do tactics on day 1, but you can totally mix up day 2, because everyone can go back and watch your VODs and see kind of what you did and how you played it, and they can sort of counter it. I don't know. All I know is that I had a look at the leaders, and I messaged Revenge and said, "Hey, do you want to play for Pride, yo?" And I messaged a few other people as well, and he was the one that replied and said, "That sounds awesome. Let's do it." And he's doing a really good job so far, I feel.
Cool. My team leader is Tyler.
Is Alpha to the north?
Alpha's north, yeah. Yep, north, west.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Northwest, southeast. So the caps on this one will be the central ring. It's on the northeast corner of the ring, like between the top 2 islands, and then the 2 home caps are around the islands in the southwest.
Okay. I'm just trying to theorycraft now, like what type of ships with detection ranges, because depending on each map providing certain covers in certain places, you can park your ship in a certain place that has certain guns on that can't be crossfired. That's the killer. If your nose on or something, that's okay, but you don't want to get shot from the side. And then you want your hydro/radar to cover, in the case of, like, say, an American ship, long duration, but covers the caps, the far end point, if you can get close enough. And if you can't get close enough, then I guess the meta is you fall back on a Russian one, because they have the longer range radars. Are there other nations with super long range radars?
No. So the Russians still are the kings of the range. Yeah.
Super range, yeah. Okay.
So you might see the San Martin again. That has 9. Oh, it has a radar as well, by the way. I didn't mention that earlier. Along with its ability to just, reset all of its consumables.
At the beginning, because your San Martin wasn't able to get close enough, so he popped the radar hoping he could see something on our A-cap, but the DDs had already reversed in on the absolute edge, and so they weren't being seen.
I've just been, as I would expect from my chat, I've just been corrected. There is a ship called Brisbane, which has a 12-kilometer radar as well.
Is that a cruiser on the
It is, it's a Commonwealth, yeah. Commonwealth cruiser. So yes, I was wrong. Australian Mino, yes. So the interesting thing on this one is that the 2 home caps are reasonably close together. And so if you get poorly concealed destroyers going for those, then there's a possibility they might actually spot each other. I don't know how the ranges work out. I can't quite remember exactly where the caps are, but it's possible they might accidentally spot each other while they're capping their home cap, because they're reasonably close. And certainly if a cruiser tries to do that.
You know how sorry, I'm trying to formulate a sentence here, and I'm stumbling. Basically, we have a certain rule set certain ships can be used, certain things are vetoed, that type of thing. And then, so my question is, have there been test games where they use these ships, or is it just general vote? Because, like, how certain super ships or whatever are banned, or submarines are banned, or aircraft carriers are banned, and you think about it and you're like, oh, why did they get banned? Did they actually test them out? Or is it just general consensus, no, they're garbage, don't bring them, or they ruin the gameplay or the visual
So at the
thing?
moment, with all competitive, and that includes clan battles usually,
Yeah.
there is no submarines and no carriers. But the changes that might be coming in later this year, which most importantly removes spotting from planes, we could discuss that, but that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's fine. I read about the whole mechanics of it, I
So
think,
the
yeah.
so I think what Wargaming are hoping will happen is when the spotting is removed, it will allow carriers to come back into competitive play. Because the thing
Okay.
that makes them contentious is the fact that they can spot.
Or the fact that anti-aircraft isn't something one can control and make
That
use
as well,
of.
potentially. So so
Because
hopefully
spotting
that
was
will
yeah.
that will allow
I
that,
don't, I don't
because I actually look forward to carriers being able to come back into competitive, because it just, anything that adds more variety is a good thing.
I just feel like if you're gonna have a game and then you're gonna have a competitive game mode, wouldn't it be nice to have a competitive game
You
mode
can
that
play all the
showcased
ships.
all aspects of your game? Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Not we don't know how to do this.
Whether
I don't know.
submarines
I'm not
will
a
ever find a
developer.
place, I don't know. The thing with submarines is, even if they were allowed, probably people still wouldn't bring them, because they're
So
just
like if you had a tournament that was 7v7, right? Then I would keep it 7v7, but you're allowed to bring a submarine as your eighth player, which means everyone's going to bring a submarine and you guarantee it, but at least I don't know.
Mhm, mhm.
I'd like to see the sneaky boys in action. That's all.
There was talk of mandating, you have to bring one this, you have to bring one that, but that's just not, that's never going to go down well. All right, we are off. We are in Alpha, you
Pyle
are in
versus Ramon.
Bravo.
You went double DD. We're actually DD mirror matched.
Yes. All right, so my team with the Vermont this time, Mosfar, Petro, double Marseille. I'm sure my team would bring 3 or 4 Marseilles if they could, but they can't. A Marceau and a Gdansk.
Um, why do you need two Marseilles? Is that like a let's go sailing together really fast
Yeah,
around the corner or something?
it's pretty common tactic recently. I think it's just that combination of, oh, my viewers, I'm really sorry, I just mistimed the ads. I'm so sorry. So you can have 2 of
I'm
them
ad
together.
free. Come to me.
Well, my YouTubers as well. So
Yeah.
just subscribe. What's wrong with you?
Oh, of course, of course.
So Double Marseille, they both have a reload booster, right? They got big guns. And so that ability to both pop your reload booster at the same time and just
Hit hard.
nuke something that makes a mistake.
And that's what
Because,
this game mode is, isn't it? It's
yeah,
alpha striking because visibility
exactly.
isn't always guaranteed.
Exactly. And so it's that ability to pop up on a more static cruiser's broadside suddenly, because you've got the speed to get there before they can react.
So it seems that my team's game style, from what I've seen yesterday and what I'm seeing today, is very much the home base is held down by 2 cruisers as a holding force, and that the contested cap, so in this case Charlie, is where we use our double destroyers, our cruisers, our detection, and also the supporting battleship fire. And you're different. You're sending 5 ships to Alpha, which is your home cap.
So my
Presumably with
team,
a
that's probably because my team tried to play for C yesterday and it didn't go very well. So I think they're trying something different. Interestingly, they didn't try this yesterday. So this is untested.
You've DD split, and mine 2 are together. And there's a Mossfag with some long range. Who's got the spotting advantage between a Marceau and a Gdansk?
The Gdansk, I think. Let me just check. I actually can't get to that right now.
It's so quick anyway.
I don't have it set up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Gdansk.
So I'm looking from my point of view. We haven't seen any of your ships yet. We don't know where any of you guys are. They can use RPF, and I guess theoretically, that can show where stuff is. Like, we're not going anywhere near Charlie at the moment. I think we're just trying to see where your guys are. And then conversely, you have not seen any of our guys, I think?
We've spotted the Ohio, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. So the Moskva snuck up to Charlie. So he's going to do that thing where I think he's going to follow the island line and he'll have a radar to cover it easily. He might be able to shoot backwards as well, down between the Alpha and Bravo line in terms of angle. Yeah, that's kind of what he's maybe doing.
Oh, am I wrong, Devil Worshipper? Moscow is 7, Gdansk is 7.5-ish? Interesting, okay. I didn't realize Gdansk was that bad.
Well, the longer this stalls, where Pride does not go for Charlie, works in your favor because you're getting a lot of ships that can come towards Bravo, maybe push off us. Then again, the Ohio is kind of in a spot where he can fire down and help. And the Moskva maybe as well. Oh, there's a radar.
Radar
Is that the
spots
Gdansk
Kumse.
radar?
Yep, he's right on the edge of it, so he should be able to just... no, that's the Moskva. He should be able to just step outside. Does he realize he can step outside?
He's in. He's in the radar now. Just inside the radar. My
Yeah,
red
he's just
circle
about
says
to...
he's in the radar. Yeah.
There you go.
And now he's going to leave. If I go to visibility... No, we can't see now, but it was... Yeah, he shot on, so you saw him briefly. And
so that vision is going to give the Marceau Gdansk Moskva on your team the confidence to push up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, they're quite far away. And then your Marceau is proxy spotting the Napoli and the St. Martin. And since there's no DDs nearby, it's a little bit careful. Because it means you can apply pressure and push towards Bravo, the kind of the visibility. And the radar ships aren't nearby either. So I feel like we're turning back around. Yeah. Pushing for Charlie slowly, eking in and thinking about it. Oh, the Moskva tipping his nose in for the cap.
Yeah. So I think I'm right in saying in the games that I watched yesterday on Trap, I think we probably had like 7 games yesterday on Trap. Every single cruiser that took that position on either team died.
Tell, because the Gdansk is looking right at him right now. So he's spotted.
I think it has a little bit to do with the fact that I think teams tend to, because, obviously there's a range of experience in terms of the players in the teams. I think the lower experienced players tend to get put in the radar position.
Marceau spotted. There's a radar from, I think, St. Martin, and your destroyer's just been spotted. He's not taking any damage. Oh, wait, that's battleships.
Your Martin just got chunked.
Your Marceau just took half as well.
Yeah. See, he's right on the edge of the radar. He's out. He's unspotted.
Yeah, he's on. But you got so much supporting gunfire. Oh, the Moskva just took a chunk as well from, I think, your Vermont.
Yeah, Cammy's pushed up. I'm a tiny little bit nervous for Cammy, but as long as my group keeps pushing, that's fine. Because obviously your guys are going to turn around and react.
Yeah, so Stillhawk is... I don't want to say out of position because your MIT 1, 2, 3, 4 is also there. Although I think MIT can turn around and hit our Moskva, whereas our guy can't do anything. Yeah, I fear that the Marceau and the... Well, maybe the Napoli and the Martin can just keep playing the stalling action here. It's hard to say. The Gdansk has filtered down. He's now firing on your Vermont. Our Ohio is there as well. We managed to get the Charlie cap, so point gain in ours is just... What's the effective health pools? I mean, you've got like an extra, 22k lead at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty even at the moment. The thing I'm scared about right now is we've got to get into B, and unless Titan in your Ohio moves, I think... Can the Marceau actually get in there without getting spotted? I think he can.
Well, the Marceau opened fire on the Gdansk, didn't he?
No, Marceau's not spotted right now. So,
that must be...
but the problem is, right, so the Gdansk's radar is right there. He's not quite in range of the cap.
Oh, but here come the torpedoes. Surely seeing the B cap flip means there's a destroyer there. Pride, Ohio, you need to move. You gotta move.
And I think that your Gdansk should have been within radar range. I think he's just reversing back to try and get it in. But I think we're going to get the cap, and yep, we got it.
The Ohio is going to take a big hit here. Like the Torps, is he not respecting the fact the cap just went through? He might actually die to all of this.
Can he move?
Because he's... Okay.
Ooh.
If he dodges 1 or 2 more, he might live. This third one, if it's just 3, sure.
I think he might get away with 1, No, 2.
Oh, he's got a fat ass. Okay. Still, it could have been catastrophic. It's not. Could have, Okay,
Torps
so
on the 2
Revenge is
cruisers.
St. Martin. Yeah.
Napoli torps on the 2
Ooh.
cruisers.
Yep. Is that going to
Which
clip? It might get the
potentially...
Petra.
Yeah, these torps are
No,
so
the
annoying,
Petra can
but
kill speed and
they're
charge.
so slow. They're 13.5, I think, and they're really, really slow, and so they arrive like 5 hours after they're launched.
But, oh, that's a radar, and your Marceau is gonna 631 health?
He's not spotted. Shells are in the air. Oh,
yeah!
Okay. That's nice.
Okay. The Ohio's still kind of burning. He's kind of out of position. The Marceau's fired a big torp volley on your Vermont. Is he moving the Vermont?
I mean,
they look...
It can reach light speed in 2 seconds.
He's going forwards. He's going forwards, though. Not backwards.
Yeah.
That's going to be like 4 torps? Oh, no!
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, wait, the next one's. Okay.
Cammy's going to be so annoyed he drove into those. Okay, I think we can get your Ohio.
Yeah, he's getting burned down, and there's no like smoke support. Our cruisers can maybe try and punish. Oh, your destroyer's going for Charlie, though.
I think he's thinking about it, yeah. It's just started to go forwards now.
Well, he's got double Mossva kind of pointing at him, though.
He's inside 2 radars, though. That's the problem.
Yep.
Both of those radars are available as well.
So, in terms of visibility, Pride can see all the cruisers in the south, and they can also see the Vermont.
Ooh.
In terms of your...
Ooh, I think Prayer just got nose citadeled, and then... Oh, the torps ran out. Okay, that's good. We win in 3:12.
Oh, because you got double cap. Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. No, Cog, you're totally right. Prayer is not having fun today. He's having more fun in this match than the last match, though.
The thing is, Blitzen's having to push quite aggressively, and now that the battleship's dead, everyone can fire on the Napoli. And then, even if we did manage to kill the Narcissus, it's not going to work. And then Revenge is so far away to give assistance. Oh, there's a radar, and we should see the Gdansk, but nothing really has eyes on it.
Yeah, so you do have the ability to keep that radar for quite a long time. Moskva just took a little chunk there.
Oh, Napoli smokes up. Okay, makes sense. Is he being... Detection, yeah, we can still... No, we can't see the wounded ship. Your guy's going dark. So we... 40...
Oh, he burned down. Okay.
Oh, but...
Points.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to let you counter push B, I think.
The battleship's looking straight at us. So like, it has to be like
I think your Napoli got blue spotted.
Healing. He's 25 and he's healing, but I don't think that's enough. He's going to take another... No? Wow, so he's playing such a dangerous
smoke firing
right
on Napoli is, I think it's 8.8. I think the player forgot, because they were briefly spotted in the smoke screen.
Vermont's firing some shots as well. Do you guys see him? You don't see him.
We don't see the Napoli.
Fire. Oh, here comes the random spray of AP from the battleship.
Nope. It's not the shell that's well aimed. It's the shell that's not well aimed. It's the one that hits you.
Okay, so Bravo is stalling, which means you're still winning. But if we flip the point, but it comes down to loss of health pool, like because the St. Martin's going to take another AP shot here. Okay, it takes a little bit. There comes the second radar now from the Charlie Cap that you're contesting, so we should be able to push the Gdansk off, maybe by Stillhawk. You should see it. Yeah, you should be able to push them off.
They're both super healthy. You're not going to be able to get them out, I don't think. If we can convert that Napoli kill, that'd be amazing. But the Napoli can't do anything right now. Because the smoke cooldown is like...
heals up?
Heal in 7 seconds.
Okay. So, maybe try some long-range pop. Here comes the Gdansk radar, so we can see the Petra. That's quite a bit of torps, although with the way torps have been running today, maybe one? No. Oh,
my team has been so lucky with that. I think what these guys are doing is on this corner, they're going forwards and then they're reversing. And I think what's happening is they're going forwards. The destroyer is torping them while they're in range, and then they're reversing back out of range again. So
the bad news from Stillhawk is that he's being farmed by the enemy Moskva and the Gdansk. So I don't think he can contest that. And we were trying to... The health pools are in your favor. So and you're also going to win in your favor. So I think we're trying to burn down the Vermont now, but with the loss of the battleship is big.
We're on 859-824. If we can get C, that's going to massively help. Because I think you'll struggle. Jank is turning
broadside onto the Martin. And then at a certain point, Blitzen has to open fire as well. not maybe yet, but well, it's a minute 24. It has to happen. You've just took Charlie, like you said. You're right.
1 minute 20.
If you kill the Petra, it lessens the firepower, and then you can try and take on the Marceau. I don't know. You need to YOLO the Vermont.
I think right now we're in sort of preservation mode. If we can just not die for a minute, I think that's all we have to do.
Yeah.
The danger is Janks. Janks in my Petra.
He's healing. Yeah, but he's healing, and he's kind of away, and he's running away, and he's got the Vermont backing him up, and we've got 2 wounded cruisers, like a 12k cruiser without smoke on the Napoli. He's firing at a desperation here.
We don't know about Janks, though. I think Janks is going to die.
Oh, yeah, but it'll be a trade, so you'll be fine. Torps in the Vermont, but still, his health pool's far too high. Oh, he's got smoke, but that AP shot's going to absolutely clap him.
Nope.
Oh, he survives!
Nope.
Okay. And then there's other duels going on. You're still going to win this because you have the caps contesting.
The points are neck and neck, but we've got 2 caps.
Yeah, it's like 903, so like how many kills do we need to get that?
Yeah,
like
yes, I think it's the answer to that. You need yes kills.
Yeah, okay, so the Marceau is being chomped, and we're trying to go for the Vermont as well. Should it not be better to focus fire the Marceau rather than the Vermont right now? Oh, here comes blind fire Vermont shots.
Yes! Nice! Nice, Cammy.
Oh, well, fine. Because if they'd done the Marceau, then you wouldn't have the time. We'd have a few more seconds.
Oh! You could have saved the points then. That was neck and neck. That was neck and neck.
You shouldn't have gone to 1,000. You should have lost points before that happened.
Server disagrees. The server, Fara, disagrees with you.
Well done. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Right. Well, that means that we're going 1-1.
And we're going to riposte. Yay.
I wonder whether we might get some interloper streamers from some other matches coming in.
Oh, because we're on a best 3. I'm going to mute my microphone for just 2 seconds. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back.
Cool, no worries.
Mute.
Wow, Jets. See you in a second. Jets, that was flipping close. That kill right at the end, that Marseille kill, would, if it had happened 1 tick earlier, would have stopped the points going to 1,000. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the match because the points are still then ticking towards 1,000. But it would have potentially given room for something to happen. You wish you could see how much damage Cammy did? I can ask. Cammy, my chat wants to know your damage score. I have asked the question, Yotaman. I get an answer, I will let you know, but they're probably busy doing team things. Actually, Cammy's not in the room anymore. Cammy has been... Oh no, Cammy's in the room. Okay. A nail biter finish when you're not playing? Yeah, that was about as close as it can get. How many code giveaways I get?
Okay, we're back.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Zaf.
Hello there.
Hey, Zaf.
So we've had quite a back and forth, I should say. So we're on to our decider match.
I assume that you're here because you're joining us?
Yes, if you don't mind, we
no
went
problem
2-0.
Yeah, we're going to be doing riposte. 1-1.
Okay.
The first match was very much Pride's win. But the match we just had was, I think, the closest match I've seen so far this weekend. That was
like
really good.
The server tick screwed us. That's what happened.
Uh-oh.
He's like, a ship died and then it ticked to 1,000 and it didn't tick the loss of points. I mean, what the heck, right?
I don't think that would have made a difference. But yes, no, you're right.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference.
It opens up the possibility then of a chain of events that lead to a win. Yeah.
Yes.
Game 3 started already, or can we jump?
No, you can jump.
Come on.
No, you can come in. Come in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Ben and Major probably might jump in a second as
Yeah,
well.
no worries. The host is Polish.
Yeah, okay.
Party over here.
Oh yeah, you're still regrouping everyone in.
Yeah. No, we got time. We got time.
Yeah, I'll go jump over and tell them.
Ask them to
Awesome.
hold.
Hold.
Hold on.
I am running around like a headless chicken right now. So we're going to-
Hold. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
already here.
Did you beat Painzel?
No, I haven't played yet.
I beat Major Par 2-0.
I thought Cog said that Ben took a match off Painzel.
No, Payne was
Oh.
casting because he's not. He doesn't. His team doesn't play till.
Oh, you're in the
next round.
bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cog got
Okay,
it
so
wrong.
Well,
Honestly.
so
Imagine
it-
being wrong on the internet.
So this is Stats versus Fara, and it's 1-1. Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Excellent.
First match.
Fight to the death for our amusement.
So my team lost on Estuary and then won on Trap.
Wait, okay.
Right. I even got the teams the right way round.
Woo! Pro streamer.
They are currently reversed, technically.
Apparently, I've got stats versus stats on my lineup, so yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we
StatsBloke
will
Civil
win.
War.
It's the only way we can. No, I don't mean. Sorry, team. You're doing great, team.
The way
Go,
to
team.
victory is through yourselves.
It's all right. All I've done for the past day is just post Darth Vader gifs in my team's chat.
Nice.
There you go.
In other news, I have a cracking glass.
You were eating plastic earlier.
No, I was not eating plastic. I was trying to figure out what the hell these things were and why they were in plastic. Turns out it's some sort of jelly thingy which you have a top on, which you like put off, and then you suck out the jelly.
Yeah,
like-
and the game was so close, I forgot to run my giveaway.
Do you guys know how
Major
many
Par
codes
had
we
one
get
job.
today? I can't find the post where it says how many
So
codes we get.
it's one code for the start,
And then one
and
code
then
per
every
round.
round you progress.
So it's
you get an extra.
number of rounds plus one, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So
One.
I'm giving away my starting one now, and I qualify for a second.
Get away in Ben's channel.
So I now need to go and pick which one to select for the next round, and hope it's not Minotaur because that code's broken. So I have to
Why don't you
manually
just-
assign
why don't-
everyone who's
Why
winning
don't
Mino.
you just say what do you want?
I do.
No, you don't. You pick it in advance. You can just
No,
say.
so I just need to remind myself not to pick the Mino one.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Pick the Mino of two evils.
Yes,
Has Painsaw discovered gummies?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
he
they're not
has.
gummies.
Are they
They're like-
gummies or
Gummies or
gummies?
edibles?
Yes, there's a difference.
Did
between
you
those
know
two
what
things.
you said?
No,
Oh God,
no.
I'm not ready for that.
I remember Bin. Bin.
No.
ladies and gentlemen, a preview of our final match today.
I'll be a lot drunker by then,
Oh,
though.
we're all ready.
And there's a game playing somewhere too.
All right, hang on.
Am
Do
I
you think you'll
drinking?
stick to your
Yes, Twitch shot. I am.
stats? Do you think you'll stick to 2 DDs in this scenario, or are you going to go back to 1? Just kind
Yes,
of
because I am telling my team what to do, so I know exactly what they're. I have no idea.
Well, given
I
the
know.
Asking
nature
me
of
for?
how riposte works, I was wondering what your team is. Your speculation, because given the nature of how riposte works, there's a lot of opportunity to sneak up and then radar the whole.
There
freaking
is,
map, all the capture points.
Because we didn't see riposte yesterday, it's very difficult for me to predict because I don't know. I don't know. Like yesterday, we did mostly double DD yesterday. Yeah, maybe they might do. Yeah.
So we
That's
all
my guess.
remember Riposte last year with the exploding Salem, right?
Uh huh.
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
The exploding Salem.
Yeah, when like a million glue bombs came in, and this was before Leg
Oh,
Boys.
yes.
Whose team did that?
That might be mine.
Is your team? Yeah. How many times did they do that?
Every game.
Every game. Yeah.
And it worked, which was
It
alarming.
works.
Yeah.
Your team was the orc equivalent of a team last team week.
Are all the casters who need to be here? I think we are, aren't we?
Standing by.
Is GP coming or is TC Hannibal? I don't know.
I think
I don't.
they're in a match, I think.
Red October standing by.
I'm going to take
Simply-
the executive decision and say we're ready.
Yeah.
Redbeard standing by.
Tony Red standing by.
Stats is just my team's pretty face. Thank you, Templar.
We are essentially just cheerleaders at this point.
No, we are. I've always said we're mascots.
You cheer for
I
your
don't
team
think-
and
There have been hosts who've got involved. Like if they're like ex-comp players or whatever, they have got involved. Like I think
Yes,
Gaishu
I
and so on.
remember back. Yeah, is whipping their team and like, you will do well.
well, there
Guys
were
should try to
times
sub in for
when-
one of the teams.
Yeah, like when
Ah.
team leaders dropped out or that type of stuff, some people had to kind of step in and just like, hey, do this, hey, do that. But for the most part, I'm very much hands off now for the last 7 seasons.
I'm pretty
Way
lazy.
stress-free.
But
Yeah,
For me,
exactly.
it's
At
like
least
I pick a competent team captain, and then they can ask advice of me.
Mm-hmm.
I say, do you want to play for me? You're doing all the work. Yeah? Okay, great. Good, well done. That's it.
That's pretty much how my conversation goes as well.
Now go make me look good.
Congratulations,
Yes, but-
the team is now yours. I'm not taking any
Yeah,
responsibility.
But if
Go.
any of your team captains fail you have to be somewhat polite. I
It
can
goes
just make
one
their
step
account
further.
do funny things.
Yeah, because it goes one step further because you say, also
Problem,
I'm
by the
picking
way.
the team, the name, and everything. You just have to suck up. Okay. Oh, Ohio versus Kremlin. All right. Wow, 1 DD for you. And we went 3D. Oh, God.
Three.
Double down.
Ooh.
Congratulations,
Ooh.
Stats. You
Ooh.
won.
You and your
What are you
theory
talking
of
about?
3 destroyers. Yeah.
No, it never works. And double, like you said, double Dutch ovens.
Ooh,
I'm
double Dutch ovens.
terrified.
I mean, one of Stats' cruisers is going to have a toasty game.
double
Yeah.
the glue
Well-
for you too. Wow.
well, it's just gonna be the Moscow. It's only gonna be the Moscow. That's gonna be a position to get like slammed like that. Also, someone just drive away.
No, I have my window open because it's currently 31 Celsius in here in Prague.
What's that in freedom units?
Hot.
Check
I'm sure
my
someone
math.
in someone's chat will do the calculation. What is 31 degrees Celsius in American?
Like 80.
It is a cloudy 16 degrees here in Scotland and nice and cool.
Damn you.
Forgetting you're Scottish.
I know, right?
All right,
yeah, I
so
know.
we haven't done Dutch cruises much, so my team doesn't have that much experience with doing this. But I'm sure
Our
it'll be
DDs
fine.
just bumped each other.
It's a love tap.
It's because you have too many of them.
I mean, it's
What's
that
the-
classic bad spawn, like everyone has to go other side of the map.
What's the special thing
imagine-
about the Delny? What makes
Zaf.
these two DDs special?
Zath, 88.
So
Hmm.
Downley's basically if you take a Tashkent and you slap the Kavar belt on it
Okay.
and give it
'Cause they're
worse
going
tops.
very quickly to Alpha.
Yes,
And
they
then
are
they could-
fast.
And they get down
Yes,
to
it's
guess
88 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, it is
88
hot.
degrees.
By
If you, go,
European metrics, this is hot.
if you go slightly faster, you can time travel.
Okay, so the Martin from Pride from Blitzen will back up Admiral Kurt when they get to like Charlie. I don't see. No, the Moss was going to back up the Daring, so that's going to be an interesting trade. It seems like you want to maybe contest AB with the nature of how your ships are sailing. But you've got no cruisers, you've got no destroyer support.
I think we're going to be doing whack-a-mole rather than trying to cap. I think
And
with
you're
3
out of
destroyers,
range of any radar.
with 3 destroyers,
Yeah.
I think the way that we win this is by killing your destroyers.
And really large health pool advantage. I mean, look at that. It's like
I
470k
don't-
versus 380.
I don't think you win this by trying to kill off the DDs. I think like you cannot sit there at the back. It's going to be just a case of who gets more meat in the caps. It's because how do you get these things
no.
out of it?
Kurt is doing the reverse maneuver into Torps on the Daring on Charlie.
In a Gdansk, so it's the size of. Oh, wait, is he quick enough to just reverse though? No. Oh no.
Oh, he's going to go forwards. Go for it. Go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster.
No speed boost is available.
Ooh, on my screen that went through him. Okay.
His propeller got tickled.
Objects in the
Yeah.
mirror are closer than they appear.
There's someone on the back of that
so-
ship sweating.
Daring trades a bit of hit. Mossfa pops his radar. Both the Delneys are spotted. Napoli's trying to pick on them.
With a Napoli
They get
on
the
them.
A-cap. They get the A-cap though, right?
I mean, Revenge is suffering, and are they playing too close together so that they're running into each other? Like,
Yes,
like,
big
Okay, it's
hits.
the flying scissors.
like Moskva. Like, this is the fight Moskva's like. Just big
The
chunky
Raiders out.
destroyers.
Yeah.
That AP will arm as well.
Yes.
Okay, so he gets out.
Oh, glue.
On the Mossfa, that's what I was
Oh my
afraid of.
god.
Well, that missed. That
Still
missed.
more.
And that missed too.
Well, that's
Oh, wait,
a fire.
there's more.
That's
Okay,
a
that
good
one's
drop.
gonna hit.
Ooh.
That was
Um,
disappointing. Oh, wait,
there's
there's more.
There's more. There's more. There's always more.
Oh, you're getting Charlie as well as it stands. That's what I was afraid of.
Oh, that's that. That was
That's
good.
better.
That was good.
The proxy Mossfa doing the radar support and the control support and the cruisers, it's not going to work against the double Dutch ovens. Our radar's up. We can see your daring now from our San Martin, and we can try and stall the Charlie cap. But the point is, the blood has been taken. Like the destroyers are like lower, and then the Mossfa's super low as well. And you already have such a huge health pool as it begins. I'm not sure we have like the firepower to fend you off.
We're just going to walk in. Excuse me. We're just going to walk into A as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and
like,
just brute force it.
Yeah, it's just you have more meat for the meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger guns, more health, just brute
blood for
force.
the blood god, skull for the skull throne.
Like we can chip away like the Mossfa and other type of stuff on more Dutch oven stuff. Yeah, so like Steelhawk is trying to back off, but like, and you just focus him, and then that he's gonna die if not now in like 2-3 minutes, and his health pool's gonna be chipped away. Oh, good hit.
My only concern is that you
Ohio.
managed to do good focus fire on my ships as they walk into the caps.
Yeah, like one at a time into the meat grinder. Like,
That's the key. They got to do
I
it
think
together, not
I
once.
think your Mossfa
One by
Steelhawk needs to maybe try and do a U-turn or something so that he can be a bit more maneuverable, because just slowly reversing in front of two glues is not going to work.
especially because the Guden drop is based on your ship's angle. So
Exactly,
if you're reversing
exactly my point,
in the
yep.
same line as the Guden, then it makes it a lot easier for the Guden to drop you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that Moskva on prop mod, by the way? I really hope he is. No, he's not. That's going to make it so much harder to dodge those.
He's on
hang on.
DCP too.
The Moskva is running. Yeah, he's running better damage control.
Yeah,
which,
well,
an argument can be made for that.
It's better to not take the damage in the first place than to reduce it.
This is true. That is generally the opinion. But Tyler's now getting focused because Fara, your Napoli is way out on the flank and is actually now in a
As long
fairly
as he's
good
in
position.
range. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As long as he can actually shoot, that's okay. The Mossfa's our Mossfa's pushing up, trying to dodge the Goldens again, but he's
Yeah.
going to go right into contention with the Kremlin.
But at that
Ah,
range, he
fine.
can Citadel. Like if you're gonna fight a Kremlin in a Moskva, better fight him at point blank range.
Then why don't we
Okay.
just
Or use the
see when
final
your
torpedo.
Moskva try to do that?
Yes, but don't push him. Just don't
Oh,
go
he's got-
out at the Kremlin.
He's got the Ohio backing him up, but if I'm the
Yeah.
Kremlin, I'm just going to block the Mossfa first,
I
and
mean,
then do.
ooh, that angle isn't great. That approach angle is kind of bad. Is Cammy looking? Cammy's not looking
Oh,
at the Moskva.
he's fired his shots as well. I'd ram him.
I'd drive by him. You
No,
can drive by that. You can drive by that.
yeah, he's just been told he's turning. He's turning.
General Hickey,
I know
Banzai!
he drives past, but
there
I'm
you go.
saying ramming speed. Come on,
yeah, final
hit him!
torpedo. Do it.
Ramming speed. Come on,
Where's
come on,
the
come on,
hunks?
come on,
Where's
come on,
the
get him,
hunks?
get him, get him, get him, get him.
Where's the honks,
Yes!
players?
Yeah. That's what you guys needed.
Tyler's
Absolutely.
suffering as
Two and a half.
well.
Okay, so we have a battleship advantage, right? Oh, your Golden's down to 9k. You're
Yeah.
still being chipped at from three
Two
sides.
fires. DCP is running. Heal
Oh, the daring on
is
the other
ready.
flank is also suffering.
Oh,
He's
yes.
suffering for a while.
He's dark.
It should be okay. It's at 6k, but that means the Charlie Cat point might go to us. You're still generating points, but I don't think that's going to matter at this point.
It's the thing. If you had done a walk into all 3 caps, you would be so many points deeper right now. Look how far back your team has to play right now. But if the green team had been in all the caps, they would have took them, and they would have been kicking hard.
I mean, it looks like you're going to take Bravo. And you're right. We've been pushed so far back, but the health pool deficit has been dramatically brought closer. 220 versus 205.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If they had been in those caps already, then that losing all this health wouldn't have been as bad. Still looks like your stats is in a better position, but
It's like
I would like to see my team get the Gdansk, or at least chip a bit more health off. The last trade between the Daring and the Gdansk wasn't great, but we've got Janks there with the radar coming back in 5 seconds.
Like it looks like the classic half commit mistake that teams make, where your Kremlin went in.
Bramley just took a big revenge. I don't think he can be effective anymore. Like, we're at that 6-minute timer where you need to. Oh, good hit on the golden again by the Ohio, but you need to push. I feel like
Torps on Admiral Kurd in the Gdansk. He's turned straight into them. These are Daring Torps. He's down.
He goes down.
And they're special Daring Torps with a unique upgrade.
you were in Ledmore.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. So it is.
We are surprised.
It's pretty grim.
So that leaves 202,000 health on my team, 163. So we've closed the gap in terms of health. 5-minute 19 win clock.
Yeah, but your Goldens were damaged but not killed.
Yeah.
So
And now the Ohio is gonna suffer.
And he's isolated. Like your cruisers are using the island block between A and B, meaning that the Napoli and one of the DDs can't fire.
Ooh, my Daring is about to drive into the radar. Oh no, not quite. He's just skirting the very edge of it.
A fun fact: glue bombs don't pen Ohio deck.
Nope, but they set
They'll
those
burn,
fires, and his damage control is active.
So his tail guns are not facing the right direction, but who do you shoot? Who do you try and take out first? The Napoli?
Janks, I'm not sure about that push, Janks. Can
the Delny do a turn around the corner and do some torp damage?
Yes, but
which way are the Ohio's guns right now?
But you're losing 4 minutes.
Oh no,
so you might as well make it
Janks,
back.
please stop.
I think he's okay.
You think it's okay?
yeah, he's relatively
Double
fine.
fire.
I mean, the
Yeah.
Napoli might get to Alpha in the 4 minutes and pause it, and the Martin's not going to go Charlie though. And you're going to get Charlie actually, which is going to be even quicker. And the Ohio is dead in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna go and beach and offload his sailors. How nice of him.
Tyler takes a big hit. Tyler does go down. It is a trade. Not a great trade, but a trade.
No. Well, here comes the destroyer, and he has to make some. Oh, he's trying to butt reverse in for this. That seems unlikely.
Bold choice.
Yeah,
You've got a Moskva there.
the guy's
and
not going to go around the corner. Oh,
Napoli Moskva. Torps are in the water from the left side.
Oh, sudden violence. Has he got his guns the right way around?
This is going to be a ram if he does it this way.
You have his AP loaded.
He's trying to get he's trying to turn to get his guns around in such a way.
It's too late for the Torps. It's going to be a ram.
We can't afford the rams at this time, though.
We kept the cap though.
Yeah. That's the thing. You have the cap. You kept the cap, and
Your
the
San
only
Martin needs to make plays. Good luck.
Yes. Current objective: survive.
No, the DD loss was terminal because it meant that all hope for the Charlie was lost. And then.
Those Torps might actually hit you now. Nice. I thought the glue was ramming him.
I mean, there was a bit of contact.
My Hound and Napoli need to remember that there's 2 destroyers coming around the back of that cap. Oh no!
Yeah,
one of the Delnies is turned around. Hang on. What's going on here? They're doing sneaky things. Yeah.
3 caps, losing the San Martin.
Okay, so
you're gonna be down to like less than a minute.
We do see that Delny that turned around. We did.
He's got a heal.
So these, okay. Howden Liu is. Oh, what? Watch. The Howden Liu has reacted to the Delny coming, but I don't think he can get out of the way.
The other Delny's bailed on him. The other Delny's bailed on him.
Yeah.
And the problem is that because they're not focusing on the cruiser, they're ready for it.
Brutus.
That other Delny is the team leader.
Yes. Brutus.
Body
How could
block.
you?
Oh wait,
Oh,
the
no,
heal
you're not
ones.
getting the double strike.
Oh my god!
Play of the game.
Oh.
It's not enough.
Imagine
How did you
Charlie-
do that?
Game though.
Okay, if
Imagine
your
if the
team,
Charlie DD didn't
Farah,
die.
if your team doesn't vote that player as MVP, something is wrong.
Okay.
Oh.
Look up the names.
Revenge has everything's on cooldown. He's got no more heals.
Nah, the thing is, if
Please,
RDD didn't die to
everyone
that
who's
broadside
watching,
torp,
everyone who's watching that in any of our channels, please clip it.
Yes, that was.
Yes.
yeah. Well, the thing is, if RDD in the Charlie didn't get the broadside torp, and then that's a lot of ifs this game, we probably could have fought your daring off. We probably could have got the Charlie, probably got some more point times. Maybe we could have fought off the Mossville with a DD and a cruiser support. You know, so many different variations. But I don't. That was pretty desperate play by Pride to get to where we are now. And yeah.
Janks is just running. It's like nope. Nope.
Don't need to. And the
Don't wanna be
Mossville
here.
holding Bravo and Charlie with his radar, presumably, or has he already used the radar? Is that what's up right
His
now?
radar's down, but he is spotted. Well, Ranger's giving broadside.
Oh, I felt
Nice.
that. Oh god, that was
Nice
a
with the
good hit.
AP.
Good. That AP alarm.
Yeah, that AP
Alarm again.
Oh, that
Congratulations.
Wow, what a game.
Got my death pick.
that was bloody close.
What a game.
Very glad we called that game. Right. Now I've got to run to my game before the refs yell at me more.
I think they all know we're all in here. I think they all know exactly where we
Yeah.
are.
Oh, but those torps, well played.
Mhm.
Well, credit to your team. Well, very quickly,